Good morning, first grade friends and families. I hope you guys are having a great day. Miss Rader here, and today we're going to talk about how to add some excitement into practicing those sight words. I know it gets difficult to continue just to write them over and over, so how can you make that a little bit more entertaining for you as you try to learn those? So the first thing I would say is, what are you writing with? Are you writing with the same pencil all the time? Is there some kind of other writing instrument that would be a lot more fun for you? So parents, this is where you could kind of look around your house and see, do you have a special red pen, or do you have a special marker, or do you have a special, really cute pen that they don't get to use very often? And those are things that can just add some excitement with writing, because maybe they don't get to use that very much, so they're going to look forward to that time. I know at my house, that would be a Sharpie. My kids don't really use Sharpies unless they ask permission first. So if I let my little boy come in and use a Sharpie at the kitchen table, he's going to be more excited about that, because that's not something he really gets to do very often. Another thing is just a crayon. If you take your crayon and write a sight word here on your white sheet of paper, let me write that. You can't see that very well. If you were on camera, you probably couldn't see it. So then you can use a flashlight and kind of shine over it and see those mystery words. So you could write lots of words on a sheet and then go back and see if you can find those, or have another person in your house try to search out those hidden words that you have on your sheet, kind of like a detective. Colored paper is also fun. Maybe a white crayon and some cardstock or some construction paper is another way just to change things up a little bit. This is another way that kids really enjoy. It's writing in salt or sand. I have salt here because I don't have a sandbox at my house. So I just got this out of the kitchen. It's super cheap. I'm using a cookie sheet that I have in my kitchen. Now I'm going to practice writing a word. This is best if you have the sheet flat. So I'm going to write one flat and then kind of try to show you is. So what I would do is I would say is, and then I shake it. I can do another one. C-A-N, can. So I can spell it and write it and say it. So that's going to help me. So that's very easy, very simple. You can put the salt down in the bag and reuse it over a bunch of times. A paper plate also works really well, especially if it's a colored paper plate. So you can kind of see the word through the salt or sand. So that's super fun. And this is a little bit more messy. I don't know if this is something that you'll want to do at your house. But shaving cream is very easy to use. You just kind of make I use a cookie sheet, but you see I put something over it because I don't necessarily want shaving cream on what I'm going to eat. So once I get it on there, I can start writing my letters. N-O, no. So I can put it back over. I can do H, E, he. So you can continue to do that. That's a little bit more messy, so it depends on how adventurous you are, if that's something you want to tackle. Pudding is another thing that you can do. Some people would even let their kids put this straight on the kitchen table. It just depends on you and your preference, what works best for your family. But these are great ways for you to continue to practice those words at home and try to get them to be able to recognize the word, say the word, and spell the word. That's very important as we move from different levels of our sight words. So we start with the first 25, then we go to the 50, then 100, and the top 200. So we want to recognize them, be able to say them, and then also be able to spell them and write them. If your child is like mine, if you do flashcards and you continue to give them the letters in the same, or the words in the same order, they may memorize the order, but not necessarily know the word. My little girl did that. I thought she was just flying right through them. I was so proud. And then I realized she really didn't know the words when she saw them if they weren't in order. So switch that order up if you're doing flashcards. That's a very easy thing to do. You can always just write the word out on a piece of paper. Let's see if we do can. And then you could tear. So I've written it. Then I can make myself my own little letters that I can, then put in order. That's something very easy you can do at home. And you can write out lots of different letters and then just let them move them into place. So that way they're spelling the words. Lots of different ideas, lots of different tricks. But that's something we want to make sure that you guys are working on at home. Since we're not at school, we can't do it here. If you need help, please let us know. If you need additional ideas, if something that I suggested isn't working for you and you need some more opportunities to think about things that may work for your house and your family, don't hesitate to let your teacher know. We're so excited to have you at Estill Springs, and we hope to see you there very, very soon. Have a great day.